Hi, and welcome back from our fall break at GOA. I hope you're ready for the second half of the semester. I know I am. And our unit that we're going to be starting this week, Unit 4, is on computer networking. In other words, how do computers talk with each other? Now, there's going to be a few things that we're going to be doing in this unit, learning how computers physically talk to each other, what some of the protocols are that they use, and so on. And you're going to have a number of assignments that'll be a little bit different in nature than you had in the first half of the year. So let's see specifically what we're going to be doing. So here's what you're going to be learning. How do computers communicate with each other to form networks? You've probably all heard about computer networks, but how do they actually get information from inside one computer to another? The first half of the semester we talked about one computer at a time and its CPU, its memory, its storage, and so on. How does stuff get from one computer to another? How do computers identify each other in a network? You might imagine that, let's say, all of your cell phones or all of the computers of you and your friends at school are on a network. How do they tell each other apart? What are the types of equipment used by modern networks? We know about the computers, but what other things have to be there for computers to talk to each other? And what are the protocols, the rules that both parties in a communication have to agree to, that are used to encode traffic in today's most ubiquitous wide area network, the Internet? So here's what you're going to be doing. I've put together 3 videos for you, and through a complete lack of imagination, I've called them 4A, 4B, and 4C. Now, each of these videos also has some parts in it where it says, hey, go off and look at this other website, or go off and look at this YouTube description, or this YouTube video that goes a little bit beyond what I've put together. So you're going to look not just at my smiling face talking to you about networks, but each of those might launch you into a few other places. And there's some pretty dense material in these. You might have to stop and pause the videos a few times. You might have to go back and look at parts of it over again. These are not real simple topics. They're complicated topics. They've taken network engineers years and years and years to perfect, and we're going to try and learn it all in the space of a couple of weeks. So you'll have those 3 different videos with all of their associated work. The assignment that comes after video 4A, which I call assignment 4A, is going to be a partner assignment. So I have assigned you to a partner. You're going to research one of 3 types of error detection used in computer networking. There are many different ways that error detection can happen, and I go over one of them in the video. These are 3 others that I didn't do in the video, so you'll have to do some digging on your own. And what I need is for you to be looking at finding at least one YouTube video and a couple of other sources that describe it. You and your partner can pick any one of the 3 that you want, and then you will report your results to me either by putting together a paper or by putting together a video describing what you found. Now, I heard in your mid-course surveys that several of you said, you know, I don't really think that putting a paper together is always the best way to let Mr. I know that we know what's going on. So sometimes a paper is a convenient way to do it. If that's not for you, then you and your partner can opt for a video instead. This is going to be due halfway through the unit, so by Monday, November 9th. That gives you time over the weekend if you need to get together with your partner and you can't do it during the week, but that will be due by the end of the day, my time, on Monday, November 9th. For those of you that are in Asia, that's going to be sometime early in the morning, probably before you awake, on Tuesday, November 10th. But you'll see those dates in your GOA website. Now, the second video, video 4B, when you're done with that, you'll be ready to do an individual assignment where you're going to be finding out some information about the network to which your computer is attached. So you're going to use some desktop tools that we describe in the video to explore your own local area network and to connect to the internet. I've got 12 questions of things that you need to just find the answers to, like what's your internet IP address, and can you ping www.apple.com, and if so, how long does it take the network packets to get there, and so on. This will make sense after video 4B. This assignment isn't going to take you terribly long. I think you may be able to finish it in 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and all you're going to turn into me, not a paper. I've got a little form that has the 12 questions, and you're going to give me 12 answers, but then you will also attach screen captures for me to show how you got your answers, because I don't know what network your computer is on unless you prove to me what tools you used to find out. So that's going to be your second assignment. It won't take very long. You might finish it before you do the first assignment. That's up to you. This one's an individual assignment, and I've put a due date of Tuesday, November 10th. After you watch the last video and learn that material, 4C, you've got another partner assignment. It's going to be the same partners that you did the first one with. So the two of you need to get together early in this 2-week unit and figure out how you're going to work together and when you're going to work together. And you're going to take a real network packet of information, a packet that could be zipping along the internet, and parse it out. I'm giving you a packet, and you're going to see it all in hexadecimal digits, EFC 12058, and you're going to figure out from that, oh, this is going from IP address 1 to IP address 2 to TCP port, from TCP port 1 to TCP port 2, and so on. So the two of you are going to have to figure out what data inside that packet means what. And it might take you a little while to do. It might be something you can do together in a Skype session. It might be something you do in pieces and text or email each other your results. But you'll figure that out yourself. For this one, you're not submitting anything to me. You're going to show me what your answers are. And you're going to do that with a joint Skype session, the two partners and me. So by Thursday, November 12th, you have to have scheduled that Skype session with me. Now, that doesn't mean that the Skype session has to happen by Thursday, November 12th. You might have done it by then, depends on when you get done, but by Thursday, the 12th of November, you have to have said, Mr. Ingrassia, we would like to have a Skype session with you at such and such a time, making sure that you know that the two of you may not be in the same time zone as each other. Now, any time you can make it, I will try to accommodate, but there are going to be some times that I am unavailable. And in particular, my daughter is getting married on November 14th, and I'm traveling on November 13th. That's Friday, my time. I'm traveling from Friday through Sunday to be with my daughter as she gets married. So I'm probably not going to Skype with you on the 13th or the 14th or the 15th. I'm afraid, that's just not going to be on my radar screen. As long as you schedule something with me by the 12th, it may be that your Skype session is not going to be until early the next week. That's fine. Just make sure you're ready. And, of course, you're going to be keeping up conversations in the Unit 4 discussion database. You're going to keep that going through Friday, November 13th. Anything and everything having to do with computer networking. Talk about your assignments. Talk about questions you've got on networking, talk about what you've understood and didn't understand in the videos, and so on. Okay? Good idea right now to go through and sort of read through those assignments, get in touch with your partner, plan some things out, and get started on the the videos that I've recorded. Good luck. Be in touch with me if you've got any questions. And happy computing.